Hey, Kaga back again today. And today we're gonna talk about the recent thing that PlayStation did concerning digital purchases. And my concern is I enjoy the digital purchases because it's much more simple for me to have everything in one place than it is to have 100 CDs, let's say. But with that comes a risk. As in, this article's title is PlayStation Store removes purchased movies from libraries after servers shut down. So even if you purchase those said movies, you don't have the access to them because the servers shut down. You have no way of getting your purchased movies. And within that, for me, lies a concern within the gaming industry. What if the games, they decide to you don't get access to these games anymore because something happened? It's like, I don't care, I bought the games, I should have access to the things I buy. But as with the TV shows, from there it seems like there is a potential that anything digital this can happen to. And that is my concern, basically, to one day just lose access to, I don't know, half my library or something. And I do not like that as a thought. So let's read about the article a bit and then talk about it. So, Sony is removing access to hundreds of movies and TV shows on its PlayStation Store service next month, meaning users that previously paid for titles such as Paddington and The Hunger Games will no longer be able to watch them. The shutdown affects users in Germany and Austria, according to legal notices posted on the two regional sites, and covers films produced by Studio Canal. The shutdown will come into force on August 31st, exactly 1 year after Sony discontinued movie and TV show purchases through its digital store. At the time, Sony said that its customers will still be able to access previously purchased content. Notice is posted on the PlayStation website blame evolving license agreements with content providers via machine translation for the change, and said the purchased content will be removed from customers' video libraries. By all means, in my opinion, if you have purchased something, you should be able to access whether the server shuts down or not. You should have a way for the purchased content to be there, accessible to the consumer at any time available. You did make the purchase, you own it. So you not being able to access something you paid for is, quite honestly, just stupid. So, according to Variety, the change affects 314 titles in Germany and 137 in Austria. Affected titles include Chicken Run, John Wick, La La Land, Logan Lucky, Saw, Shaun the Sheep, and Tinker, Tailor Soldier Spy. It's unclear whether refunds will be offered to affected customers. In my opinion, they probably will not refund any customers whatsoever. They will just shut down the service and be done with it, with no way of you getting any payback for it or having access to your TV shows and films. Well, we've gotten used to the idea that TV shows and films can disappear from streaming services over time, leaving them inaccessible to subscribers. It's much rarer to see it happen on services that let you buy titles to own digitally. That's not to say it's unheard of. When Flixster Video shut down Pocket Link, reported that some titles weren't compatible with the Google Play migration process that was meant to allow UK customers to continue having access to them. Apple's use of the word buy for digital titles that it reserves the right to revoke access to have even been challenged legally in the past. Now, this is about the streaming services that titles disappear, but I mean, just take Netflix for example. You'll watch a TV show and maybe it will disappear within 3 months, like a new TV show or whatever. That's pretty much the same as having a PS Plus subscription on like Deluxe and having those PS Plus games go out of the current circulation. And like I said in the beginning, this essentially also can apply to gaming. You have the PS Plus for the Netflix side, like the streaming, and maybe at some point they will decide we don't want you to have, I don't know, Red Dead Redemption or something down the years. And it is a risk, obviously, in that sense, but it's not like you have much options nowadays. You see less and less usage of CDs nowadays, and at some point there will be no CDs or physical copies, shall we say, of anything. It all will be digital, and at that point you will be at the mercy of the company to have access to the things you buy. And the article continues that the shutdown servers are as a crucial reminder that even when you buy a title digitally, your ownership often still relies on a retailer continuing to exist and having the correct licensing deals in place. If you want to guarantee ownership forever, then physical purchases are still your best bet, although not always. And like I said, there is less and less physical purchases available as years go by, and at some point there will be all digital. So unless there is some ways of still having access to your purchased product, let's call it, by then you will be literally at the mercy of the company. As long as they want you to have the game that you purchased, you will, but as soon as they decide you're not worthy to have that game, or they shut down, then, or TV shows or whatever you buy, then you will not have access to that. And that's a pretty grim outlook of what to look forward to. I hope they come up with some sort of a middle ground where if a service loses its usage, then you still can access the content you have purchased, but we'll see how it goes. But in this case, about the TV shows lost, I honestly think they're just gonna be lost. There will be no refunds, nor there will be offers to keep it running for the users that are already there. I think it's just gonna be a one shutdown, and that's all there is gonna be. That'll be all for me today, and I'll see you guys next time.